Morning, folks. Sorry, we're having some technical issues here, both on my end on my PC and also in the app. So we're getting into a late start here. It's 9:07 a.m. Wednesday, April 4th. Pre-market prep. We got a bunch of news items to cover. We'll do that here in just a second. Then Vegas will be joining us at 9:15. All right. So first, let's just look at our bank list. Let's call it our macro list right now and see if there's anything that stands out there. Oil continuing after the OPEC cut on Sunday. Little bounce back in QQQ SPY, and nothing else noteworthy when you're looking at the banks or gold flat right now. By the way, gold, I'll get into that, but I did make that one of my trade of the week picks. We did okay last week with McDonald's, but we did not finish first place. Okay, so let's go into morning show ideas. All right, this morning, let me just look quickly. There are actually no big news items on large caps. It's all going to be small caps today and micro caps. Okay, that's where the news flow is. So let's start with VTSI. This one we just killed yesterday after the news on Friday afternoon. We got the right read on it. I like seeing the price action validating what we're looking at. This was like a record high volume day for at least a 1-year record. Going back how many days? Probably till this candle here. If you all remember that one, when it went up like 100% in a day. That may have been the highest volume in a long time here, breaking all the key moving averages. I think this one's buyable on dips. You got now support at 490 to 5. There's another support level of 522, which is right here at the top of this candle. So perhaps that's where it's going to pull back. All right, so that's the story of the VTSI. On the upside here, 6 and then 650 are possibly in play. Hope everyone found this link. I don't know, but it's some technical issues this morning. All right, next one, XXII. Yesterday, so look at it. This went down yesterday significantly because Friday after the close, they got a delisting notice from NASDAQ, but they got some time to cure that. In the meantime, yesterday, the CEO was he did an interview last Thursday, which was released, became public yesterday. In the interview, he said they have now signed that large national distributor they were talking about, and they have now signed that retailer, which we know is 7-Eleven. So he says those are now signed, and he said product is already shipping, and it's just a matter of the press release being written. So that's pretty interesting news, and perhaps there's an opportunity to front run that because it's giving people a little bit inside info in a way, on these interviews he's doing. So XXII, top of my list, and I actually did grab a little bit there extra in case that news comes out soon. CVV, $100 million shelf offering. So this is pulling back. So $10 support, and the next support after $10 would be about but those are the two support levels that are possible. 10 that I see here, and then 7 on CVV, silicon carbide manufacturer. And we got LLAP, $500 million shelf. It went all the way down to 151 last night. It's bouncing back. Maybe the reason it's not a travesty is because people are thinking that Lockheed Martin might be participating in this offering. So maybe that's what's going on there. Let me just check all my audios and my videos, see what's going on here. Make sure everyone's able to log into this. I'm going to check the link I gave everyone here, make sure that's going. Make sure we got the right link up. All right, we do. So sorry about those technical issues on the app this morning. All right, we have DRIO. DRIO, pretty good news. I almost like this news better than the other news items we had in the last few weeks, which there have been a lot of, but they have brought on 2 guys. Chief of product is Eitan Shai. He comes from where? Livongo and Teladoc. And then we got Arnaud Robert, a strategic advisor to the chief executive officer. Where does he come from? He comes from Sanofi. 5 years. 5 years he was at Sanofi. All right. Okay, so big news there on DRIO. That's making me feel really good. For the long term, you got the resistance here at the 20 DMA at about $4.15, and then we'll have to see. I'm not sure that this is really going to turn around until like the Aetna news comes out, or if they need to do some sort of offering, get the offering out of the way. They may not need to do an offering, by the way. After some conversations I had with the CEO trying to figure out the run rate and everything, it looks like they could have up to 2 years of cash. So not necessarily will they be doing an offering anytime soon, unless it can be on good terms. All right, Annex, we're watching that because April 17th, they're going to be presenting breast cancer data. I expect further run into the event to $5 and $5.50. QIPT, we had some news out this morning. QIPT, remember we interviewed Aaron Warwick on this in the past. They announced now their second national insurer with the top 5 health insurer. There's a second one. The first one was back a year ago, I think. So back a year ago, April 2022. Now they have another one. Wow, this really surged. Someone must have given them a heads up, launching up there from 6:30 to 7:20 in just the last few days. I'm not going to be playing this. Congrats if you're in it. So that's good news there for QIPT. And if you go look into the details, by the way, you'll see about their adjusted EBITDA that they feel they're on track for, $49 million. So that looks pretty good, right? All right, so a little bit of news out of birds. Look, what I'm going to tell you about birds is maybe this is time to do some research. If it checks out, then maybe there's an opportunity for pullback purchases at 20 cents or 18 cents. I'm not in it now, but maybe worth researching. They had a product update today, and all the insider buys and the financings and everything they recently did. Maybe this is an opportunity. We'll have to see. DWAC was going up yesterday and all the Trump stuff. It's probably going to do it again today. Although last night, they said they couldn't file. They could not file their 10K in time. But today, all the activities start happening at 11:30 through 2:30. And then tonight, Trump is speaking. I'm not playing this at all. Totally sentiment based. There's some there's some technicals too. It broke the 50 DMA for the first time in like forever. So it is possible it makes a move towards 20. Definitely possible. I'm not playing it. If you are, good luck. Trade of the week picks. Last night in Wolf Spaces. Last night we had last week I chose McDonald's ASUR. We did good. We had a positive return. Did not make first place though. A couple people who made first place. What did they have? They had levered bets on oil, which worked out. How did they know that OPEC was going to cut Sunday? I don't know. Maybe they saw it in the charts. But anyway, for this week, I chose gold and Alibaba. All right, Alibaba. Let's take Alibaba first because it bounced off the 50 DMA and because I kind of like China stocks now with all the turmoil that's going on in the United States. And gold over here, you can see at trying to look for a breakout on geopolitical stuff. All right, so that brings us right to our big cap. So rather than me going through them, maybe I'll talk about them together with Vegas just here with us right now. If I can get this. Man, I've had a lot of tech issues today. Good morning, Vegas. How you doing?
Great. Good morning. How you guys doing there?
Doing well. We missed you yesterday. I had some tech issues, so I'm running a little behind. That's perfect because I don't even have to talk about big caps. I can just do it with you. So I got on top of my list. Well, gold, let's skip that unless you want to talk about it. But I got Baba, Microsoft, Tesla. What's on your radar?
All right. So Baba for me is a swing trade, definitely not a day trade. So it's not going to be it's not a day trade for me. So I'm in a swing trade for Baba. So I'm just going to leave Baba alone. The weekly chart looks to me like it has a breakout setting up. So I'm just going to leave that alone. Swing is in play on Baba. Microsoft, good strength on Microsoft actually, but I'm not going to day trade Microsoft. I have some other ones that I prefer to trade today. I'll be looking to trade Tesla over 198 on Tesla. So keep a watch on Tesla. If it breaks 198, my target on that's 207. So let's see what happens there with Tesla and
I did not see that one. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, and Microsoft. I do like your Microsoft if it can break 290. Okay,
Yeah.
you could probably, but it has to break 290. So it breaks 290. You could see maybe 295. Now the other thing too that I noticed on Microsoft, I made a note for myself yesterday. I did see some good volume on some 345 calls for August. So those were pretty good. August contracts, August monthlies, 345 strike. They were around 292.
Wow, so, that's expensive.
So if you want to, well, you're getting time though. You're talking like August. So you got to get time. So Microsoft over 290 looks good, and my other top watch is going to be Netflix. and I'm liking Netflix here. I already have I'm already in a Netflix position, full disclosure. I'm already Netflix from last week, but if it can get over 349.50, which it's trying to do, then Netflix can see 355 and 360. So those are my top two: Tesla and Netflix.
Tesla and Netflix. Okay, looking at them, I saw Tesla had a little bit of good news this morning. I don't know if that could be a catalyst. It looks like they're trying to open a fourth production shift at Giga Berlin. I don't know if that plays into your thinking at all, but I don't really see any kind of catalyst on any of the big cap stocks I'm monitoring.
No, I don't need a catalyst for some of these to move. I don't need a catalyst for day trade. I just go in because the momentum's there. And these stocks will move because don't forget, I have a lot. I'm a money flow trader. I'm a dark pool trader. So a lot of these trades that I'm talking about, like Tesla, like Netflix, they've had some nice money flow. So I mean, the money flow's there, and Meta looks really good too. By the way, Meta, have Meta on watch over 215. So if it breaks 215, this can go to 216, 218. So Meta should be another one to watch.
Okay, quickly talk to me about Walmart, because Walmart does have a catalyst. I like catalyst. So
yeah,
Walmart
they have
today,
Walmart. Yeah, Walmart has the investors event today. So I mean, it's we have it. I have it in play already since yesterday. I mean, they did mention that they're slashing 2,000 jobs at 5 e-com warehouses, and they have obviously their event. And usually, what happens is when they're at this event, usually the analyst might give an upgrade, and there could be some commentary with regards to any kind of, Walmart margins. If they talk about their margins, there could be some action. So we'll see what happens at the Walmart event. It is today. I think it's today, right? In the afternoon?
It is today. I don't know what time. Yeah.
They did get some recent upgrades, just so you know, last week. So it'll be interesting to see what they say at the event. But they did say today they're slashing 2,000 jobs at Walmart.
Right. That is interesting. That came out
more
today
than
or
1,000 of them in Texas. So.
Wow. Okay. Very interesting. And also, I forgot to mention RUM. RUM, I don't know if that's going to move with DWAC. It really hasn't been at all, but that's on top of my watch list with their earnings last week, with those blowout earnings. All right. Thank you so much, Vegas.
Yeah, you're welcome. And also Etsy was upgraded. I'm not going to trade it, but I just want to let you know, in terms of if you're looking for these catalysts, Etsy was upgraded to overweight at Piper Sandler. So
I see that's gapping up. Yep.
Yeah. So that one's on the watch.
It looks like it's above the 200 DMA. It is above the 200 DMA.
So keep a watch on it. Keep a watch.
Good. All right.
And so Tesla's looking good. Baba's looking good. Netflix looks good. Meta looks good. So many good setups. Just got to trade. I can't be in them all. So I'm going to stay focused on the ones I mentioned.
All right. Sounds good. Tesla looking good right now, actually. It's surging up there, up 1%. I'll be watching that.
Oh, and you guys know Oxy, like Buffett was loading up, right? So watch Oxy. If it gets over 66.25, there could be a move there on Oxy.
Yep.
A day trade move. Okay.
Awesome. Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, guys. Have a great day.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.